Right, so today is our very last full day here, and we're just coming to the Mata. Now we're coming at the very top end, so the Torrevieja side, this side of the sand dunes. So in a minute we'll just be coming up to the sand dunes. So behind us the restaurants are there, just starting. That's the Fusion restaurant, and as you can see on the beach, it's pretty busy down here, but it is a lovely sunny day. It's about 24 degrees, so 12th of May, and the weather is really good here, so we can't be complaining even though it is our last day. So the area here that is all roped off, this is where, I don't know what time of year it is, but this is the area here where all the turtles come in to lay their eggs and nest. So that's why it's all roped off from there, because they don't want people in and obviously disturbing the turtles while they're laying their eggs or while the eggs are actually hatching. is your very stereotypical Spanish beach resort type town. So sort of from May onwards, the beaches are now starting getting busy right the way up into sort of mid-September, late September, and everything will be open and buzzing. But if you come down here at winter time, so Christmas time, there'll still be bits and pieces open, but there won't be so much open. Some of the bars along the promenade here, they'll all be shut up and not working. So depending on what you're doing, if you're looking to move in out here, be careful, because it can be a little bit quieter compared to back in Torrevieja in the main town, where pretty much everything's open all the year. You don't get as much in now, so it does quieten down come winter time, and there's less open, there's less bars open, there's less cafe shops, restaurants and all that open. So just be careful if you think about moving here, and make sure you do your research and it's the right place for you. So last winter time when we was down here, this was all being replaced, so the actual walkway along the front was made of old wooden type planks, which have now all been ripped up because they're all rotting and getting a bit dodgy, and replaced, and they've put the sort of composite type decking ones down here. So it looks like they've managed to finish it all now though. That there, if you're down here, and I can't remember what day it is now, we'll have to find that out. That's where the market starts. But you'll have to double check what day it is, because I can't actually remember, and I don't want to go and say a day when it's a dodgy day, so, and it's not that day. So if you come down here, you'll be blaming me saying there's no market. But if you just chuck it into Google, that will basically tell you that the day of it. So we're just sat here down on the beachfront, on the promenade, and we're in a place called Pico's Tavern down in Mata. And Helen, Andy and Bob from the Britslivinginspain, they've been in there a few times and we've seen the food they've had, which looks really good. I mean, we've not actually got any food, we've just come in here for like a coffee and a Fanta and a cold drink, that kind of thing, but we're sitting here looking at the plates of food that are coming out, and the plates look absolutely stunning. The food looks really, really good in here, so not tried it ourselves, but we know, like I say, Britslivinginspain, Helen, Andy and Bob, they've actually they've had it a few times. I think they come about 3 weekends on the trot actually. It was so nice, and they reconciled the paella and that sort of thing. It's really nice. But looking at the plates full of food that have just all come out, it does look really, really good. And the view is stunning. You just basically sat here looking out across the beach and the sea. So